Hello, everyone, and welcome back to Crypto Atlas. Unless you guys are new, then, well, it is very nice to meet you guys. Now, we are going to be discussing today the beginner's guide of how to use the Robinhood desktop app version. And if you guys haven't yet downloaded this, make sure that you go through the referral link that I have in the description. That way, then you guys can get a little bonus. I can get a little bonus on it as well. So it does help me out. And they run different promotions from time to time. So depending on when you guys are watching this video, it might be different, okay? So if you guys go ahead and do that and you got yourself your account all set up, now you're logged in, we got to run through a couple different things, right? And if you guys haven't done that yet, go ahead and pause this video, make sure you go finish your registration after you click the link that's in the description there, and then go ahead and get back to this part. Okay, so if you did that, I'm assuming that you guys are back and everything's good to go. So once you're logged in, right here, we are currently on our portfolio page. Basically, I can click on portfolio and it just redirects me right back here. So it's the same thing. I can also click the icon on the top left and it also pulls me back right here. So this is the current amount of money that you have in your account listed on the top. If you guys don't see that, well, that's probably because you haven't added any money to your account yet. And on the desktop version, it's pretty easy. It could be explained a little bit better, but right here you click on buying power and then that pulls a drop down menu. From here, you're then going to click on deposit funds, and from there follow the steps in order to be able to do so with that. So you need to more than likely link your bank account and all that good stuff. Okay, so I'm gonna go ahead and click on buying power. That hides that highlight now. I feel like I'm about to sneeze too, to be honest with you guys. Okay, so the stock market is currently closed for the day as of the time we record this video. So because of that, you can actually see what the price had affected my portfolio during the course of the day. So unfortunately, it was a very red day for the market. I mean, you guys can see on the right hand side here a lot of stuff that actually went down, and it's just one of those days that the whole stock market, crypto market, everything was just doing horrible for the most part. And so aside from the hours today, then we also see what happened to the price of your portfolio change on the second line, right? Hence the listing of it as after hours. This is also your percentage gain listed on the middle section right there. All right, so if you want to see the popular listings, you got different categories where you could look through right here. You just click on one of these, so like 100 most popular, excuse me. And it's going to give you a listing of this. You can change it by symbol, price, what moved today, the name. So AMC was really, really popular today. You can see it had actually dropped down a little bit right here though. And if you wanted to add this to your list, all you gotta do is just click on the plus symbol and you choose which kind of list that you wanna do. If you don't have one listed here, you can create a new one. So in this case, I'm just gonna go ahead and put it on my first list, which I already have it, and you would just click save changes and you would be good, right? So if I click on my first list, as you guys can see, there is AMC listed right there. So I do have that currently listed. I thought I was going to sneeze, but I guess I didn't. All right. And then if we go and scroll on down here a little bit more, you're going to see that there's some different news articles. You guys can just click on this article and it will redirect you over to the detailed information of what it is that's going on with that. And as we continue to move down, you can see what the top movers are. This is actually very similar to, say, Coinbase. When you scroll down on the standard version of Coinbase, they show you those top movers or the worst movers, and they're organized in this kind of a way, right? And so if you guys want to check out the crypto stuff, I've got that as a link in the description as well. But we're focusing on Robinhood and the desktop version for that. Now, let's say you're going to want to go ahead and make a purchase. Actually, no, let's step back for a second. So if you use my referral code, or let's just say you use someone else's referral code, well, then the bonus that you should have is more likely going to be a free stock. And in the top right, you guys can see it says free stock here. So after you've got your account fully set up, click on the free stocks icon right here, and you're going to be able to see the option to acquire it. If you sent over to some other people, then it should show you if you need to do your follow-ups with them, if they've actually finished completing their signups or not. If you want to share it with other people, you can either copy the standard link by clicking on this here, or you can click on share on Twitter. It's going to generate a generic message with the link with your code on that, and then you just have to hit actually tweet right afterwards, right? And this says it does have a limitation as of the time of me recording this video, at least limits to $500 per total per user per year, right? So that's for your referral bonus things. But now let's go ahead and go back to the portfolio. So you're going to go ahead and want to do some trading, right? So if we go to the portfolio section, and you're going to be looking up a stock here. You're going to go ahead and type either in the top the name of the stock, or if you've already got added to, say, your watch list, you can click on it there. But in this case, we're going to go ahead and search on the top, because let's just say you've never added anything here. So we're going to go ahead and look up Nokia, right? I type in NOK, and it gives me a suggested option for Nokia, or NOK. And there we go. So now we're directly on the page with this. You can add it to your list right here if you guys haven't already done so with that. You can see what the price is, just like you saw on your portfolio page, how it moved today, what it did on the after hours, and didn't really do anything in the after hours, right? Some stocks, I believe, don't actually do any trading on after hours. Interesting how the market works, right? And you can see it's categorized into these 3 different sections. You could always click on it to see how it's kind of placed within those. 45% of analysts are rating this as a buy. You can see that icon listed on the right-hand side there. And it'll be different depending on what stock it is, or if it's a cryptocurrency, because you can do some cryptocurrencies on Robinhood. I do want to make a note, though, guys, that if you buy cryptocurrency through Robinhood, again, at least as of the time of me recording this video, I want you to be fully aware you don't actually own that cryptocurrency. What I mean by that is if you buy, say, Bitcoin, and then you want to go buy a Tesla. Well, Tesla accepts Bitcoin for purchase, right? There's no wallet address for you to be able to transfer that out. So technically, you would have to sell on Robinhood your Bitcoin back to dollars, which means now you got to pay your capital gains tax on that. And then you'd have to use the dollars to buy the other things, or to go buy the Bitcoin somewhere else. And then you can use the Bitcoin to actually directly do the Tesla. Now, I also want to make it clear that with current regulation rules, if you buy something with cryptocurrency, it's still considered a capital gains transaction. It's a property position, so there's no real getting around that quite as of yet. The only other way that you could really get around it, people are talking about, is by borrowing your money, but that's a whole other separate topic that we could talk about in a future video, which I've just been learning about recently, by the way, which is really cool. But anyways, focusing on the stuff that's going on with Robinhood, right? So let's say you want to go ahead and buy Nokia. So you guys can actually see the price movement right here, and let's say you don't want to actually look at it in the line chart. Maybe you want to look at it from a bar chart perspective. So on the desktop version, what we're going to do is you're going to click on Expand. By clicking on Expand, it now shifts it over to a different point of view. And from this point of view, you can then click on the little up and down arrow icon right here and change it from line to candlesticks. So in this case, that looks like the lines there. And now I swapped it over to the candlesticks. You can turn on the volume or turn it off. This gives you some basic tools. But if you want to add in a little bit more data, you're just going to go ahead and click on the plus sign here. You can add in the moving average, the exponential moving average, your relative strength index, or your MACD, aka the moving average convergence divergence. And all you do is you just click on one of these, and then brings it up on the chart, and you can see it a little bit more descriptively, right? And you can also, once again, type in the search bar if you wanted to get something different there. They got disclosures as far as when you're looking through this thing. Now, if you want to trade Nokia, you can also do it through this chart page, in which you're going to invest in either dollars or shares. So, let's say you want to do it in the dollars, and you can kind of do like fractional stuff with some of these, which is pretty interesting. So let's say you're like, I'm going to invest dollars. So Nokia is at $4.05. So maybe I'm going to do like $4.06. And because of that, you can see on the top that I would get 1.002469 Nokia. So one full Nokia and a portion. But if you want to keep everything simple, keep it on shares, and you're like, I want to get 2 shares. All right, bam, there you go. Nice round full number, right? Depends on how you want to do that. If we go back a page, you can click that little arrow icon right there. You guys can see that I basically had started to set up, my bad. So it refreshes this section here. So same thing, you can do either the shares or the dollars. So if I want to do the shares, I go ahead and type in, let's say 1 right there. You're going to review your order like this. Not enough buying power because I don't have anything on my account right now, right? So it shows down here in the bottom, $0 buying power available. That's because I have all my money already currently invested on this exchange. But if you did have that available, then you would be able to do it. If you don't, then it's going to give you the option to deposit funds. You click on this, and then you're going to just follow through all the process. Make sure you got your bank account set up, and you're going to type in the amount right here, whatever it is that you wanted. So let's say it was $50. Review and process your way through. And yeah, that's more or less it. I mean, the only other things that I really want to kind of highlight with this as far as the desktop version goes is that if you want to learn more about a stock as well, on the page where you go to purchase, like this, for example, you scroll down, there's the About section, and it tells you a little bit more about what it's about, who the CEO is, the average volume, market capitalization. You scroll on down further, related lists. You got your news articles, what the analysts are suggesting. So that 45% that we saw up on the top right-hand side here, further down below, it'll identify a little bit better where that placement kind of goes. So it's like 45% are saying buying, 42% are saying you should hold it, and 13% are suggesting that you sell it. And you just saw that it actually updated itself. So that's 31 different ratings. Read more. You can actually see a little bit more what their descriptions are. The earnings reports is further down below as well for the different quarters, what year that they were pertained to, history, if you did any kind of purchases of things as well with that, and then comparatively other stocks that people have also purchased similar to that of this instance. So for example, Nokia. And yeah, I mean, on the home page, if you're looking at a chart like this, you can also swap between these time frames. So 1D is 1 day, 1W is 1 week, 1 month, 3 months, 1 year, or the entire time. And this is in relationship to your portfolio. But if you did choose a stock, so like I'm going to go back to this page with the AMC, it's the same thing, right? 1 day, 1 week, how the price is adjusted. If you move over the screen like this, you can actually see the top adjust. So like right here, it's February 22nd at 7 a.m. It was $5.93. The dollar amount change from the previous day, the percentage change as well, and you can just kind of scroll through all of that. So yeah, that's going to go ahead and do it for this episode, guys. Once again, if you want to use my referral link and you haven't actually signed up with Robinhood yet, there's a link in the description for that. Would be greatly appreciated. You should get some kind of a bonus out of it. I get some kind of a bonus out of it. It definitely helps me out. If you guys want to check out other stuff that I got going on this channel, then don't forget to hit subscribe. I mostly do technical analysis and news of different things that's going on in the market space, right? So don't forget to hit subscribe, hit the thumbs up like button as well. Let's try and get this video to at least 100 likes. Click the bell icon so you can stay up to date with everything, and also drop a comment down below, even if you guys just want to say hi. Hopefully this was helpful for you as a beginner, and thank you guys so much for being here. I will see you in the next episode.